HB family, how's it going? Welcome to the ball. You have a pure rugby league. How are you going today? How do you feel? Um, I suppose I sit here after having digested that win. Now, granted, I had a live there with Wobbling Jaw on his channel. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to him as well. But after the game, I had to scoot straight off to work. So there was no time for me to talk about the win, really. I just had to bottle it up, so to speak, and carry on my merry way with night shift. However, here I am. And as I reflect on the game, I got to say I did tip the Cowboys to win. Just because I suppose, the trend of the Warriors, right? They lose one game, then they go against another team that's lost a game over there at their place, their home. And normally we lose, right? Now, I'm happy to take this win, obviously. But it was surprising. It was 13 plus. And I think even those who tipped the Warriors probably didn't have them winning that much too. 12 points to 26 was the final score there. And as I look and reflect on the game, I can't help but just realize just how good we were defensively. Now, granted, the Warriors too, offensively were good. It was the best showing I've seen from the Warriors in a few years, genuinely. And we got to remember, this was against a decent team in the Cowboys. Now, granted, off to a bit of a shaky start, but nonetheless, a team that people have had in their top four. That's the reality, whether you like it or not. People had the Cowboys in the top four. It's an early season yet, right? However, with the Warriors, defensively, we were strong. We were like akin to pillars. We were just so defensively strong. Again, hats off to the halves. I thought Sean Johnson arguably had his best game in quite some time. Tamada Martin as well wasn't too bad. I really liked how Dylan Walker and Jess Tavanga, when they came in, they injected so much life into the team. Defensively, especially offensively as well, there was just an added punch, right? Mitchell Barnett as well was a shining star, particularly in the first half. He was playing in his natural position over the second row, out in the edges there, so it's no surprise, but at the same time, he added a lot. And I need to commend Toy Harris as well. His 200th game, the captain did well. I am... During the live there, Wobbling Jaw, when we won, it was an emotional win. I'm not going to lie. I felt it. It was a good feeling. I can't describe it because it's not many times you're really put in that situation as a Warriors fan, right? We know this is a collective. We understand that this is not really a territory we're used to being in. And yet, here we are. We are now, I believe, fourth on the ladder. Granted, 2 games to go today, but still. And I just sit here so happy. I need to commend the defense. I need to commend the attacking play. As the coach sort of said, just to paraphrase him there in the post-match interview, he wanted to see what it would be like for the Warriors to get more than 50% of the ball, right? Again, defense, all that stuff there. And that's the result. We not only subdued the Cowboys, we basically dominated them. There's no other way to describe it. We did in virtually all facets of the game. When things got tough too, obviously the Cowboys scored the first try through Chester there, right? It was an early try too. I was sitting there thinking, gee whiz, here we go. But no, the Warriors, come back, obviously. And then the Cowboys did, and then you got this feeling like, okay, what's going to happen next? But it was not the case. Cowboys obviously only scoring 2 tries. Warriors piling a few points there. I thought for mine as well. Tuaupiki. Hats off to Tuaupiki. Literally, right? A tip of the cap there, if you will. Sensational game. Kick returns and all. Now, when one of the reporters asked the coach there, what's the play there for Tuaupiki next week? Obviously, the coach said respectfully, as good as he is, it's chance to call Cookstad's position, and I understand. I'm not going to debate that. But in saying that, I got to commend somebody who took advantage of this situation, right? They made the most of it, and Tuaupiki has cemented a spot I think anyway, in the Warriors. So we all know he's definitely the number 2 fullback. There's no doubt about it. But again, just the way he played, the kick returns, the gaps. Again, when the boys were tired, he was just there. He was everywhere. He wanted to work. He got the work done, right? So well done to him. Adam Funor Blake as well. The forwards were good. Marata Nukore as well in patches there. And you got to remember as well that the Warriors didn't have a strong forward pack lining. Heading into this game, I was really fearful of the Cowboys. But again, the Warriors were, the notable big men in Taumarolo, McLean, Cotta. They didn't have their way. You had Neem coming there. He tried his bit. But the Warriors still pushed against it. And obviously the point showed. And ultimately, the Warriors, we, as fans, we enjoy the win. So I guess for me, that's just the way I'm going to summarize the game. I'm not going to dive too much into the stats, per se. Tune into the next live that I have. I locked on Warriors episode 7 with Brad Inger's Rugby League wrap-up, where we will talk about the ins and outs and all that stuff. But for the time being, it was a good win. All right, just to finish it off. It was a hearty Warriors win. It's a win that we're not used to. And if I could absolutely put my all into the Warriors, it'll be a beautiful feeling. In saying that though, this is a base and a platform that we can build on. And again, just quickly as well, if I forget any other players as well, forgive me. I think it was a good collective effort there. In patches, sure, things to work on, but overall, this is a win that you look at. You don't reflect on the bad. This is something you take home with you, and you enjoy it, right? This is a base to build on. This is something here that the Warriors can now use. The defensive game. My goodness me, the Cowboys were in prison. They were in prison. That's it. They were not getting up. They were not getting out. We locked the keys away and said goodbye. That's exactly what happened. Anyway, like I said, positive, beautiful feeling. The Warriors, in the top 4. We got the Bulldogs next week at home in Mount Smart Stadium. Oh, I'll tell you what, it was a good feeling. I'm not gonna lie. You get emotional thinking about it. Because you just want the best for this team. And yesterday was a beautiful, sensational feeling. Thank you, Warriors. In saying that, what are your thoughts? It was the best game I've seen in quite some time. It was beautiful. Take it easy. See you guys next time. And just remember, hold the ball. Go to the ball.